Back with another video. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Share the video to a friend who likes for this or just anime content in general. If you're new here, comment down below your thoughts and feelings about the video, and become a member of the channel to help me keep bringing these videos to you all. Check out my Discord in the description below. And with that, we can begin the video. What if Deidara raised Naruto? Part 1. For the sake of this what if to work, Deidara is going to have to be related to Minato. I'm thinking his older brother by 2 years, making Deidara several years older than his canon counterpart. The real reason that this is necessary is because in part 2 of Naruto, Deidara is about 19, meaning that in part 1 of Naruto, Deidara is, 15? That's not going to work. At least not for my timeline in regards to the story. This also means that he would be older than Minato at the time of his passing. Deidara and Minato are going to be half-brothers, which explains why he did not grow up in Konoha alongside Minato. On the night of Minato's passing, his final words would be to allow Deidara, his older brother, to take care of Naruto. Hiruzen would give Minato his word that this would be fulfilled. News that the fourth Hokage had passed spread through the ninja world like wildfire. Deidara, who was working on some advanced clay art, quickly gathered his things, setting out for the Hidden Leaf Village at once. As he approached the gates, he was met with adversity. Deidara was already known at this point as a rogue ninja of Iwagakure, and thus the Leaf treated him as such. Deidara quickly defeated the ninja at the gates as he rushed to the Hokage Tower. Once inside, he made his way to Hiruzen's office, knocking on the door. Hiruzen greeted Deidara. "To what do I owe the honor of a visit from Minato's other brother? I assume you heard the unfortunate news." Deidara replied. "Yes, that's exactly why I'm here, actually. You must allow me to take my nephew out of this village. I will raise him as Minato would have intended." Hiruzen remembering Minato's final words, but knowing that he could not just give Deidara the Jinchuriki of their nation, would make a deal with the rogue Iwagakure Nin. Hiruzen thought for a moment before speaking once again. "I can make well on your request, but on one condition. When Naruto reaches the age of 12, he must return to the village. Additionally, if Naruto and you go on missions, Naruto must brandish the Hidden Leaf's forehead protector at all times." Hiruzen had to make sure that Naruto was always known as a Leaf Shinobi, as to deter enemy nations from attacking what they may perceive as a Jinchuriki list weaker Konoha. Deidara would agree reluctantly, but on his own condition that Hiruzen give Deidara a few jutsus of note, specifically the Flying Raijin Jutsu as well as the Rasengan, so he could teach it to Naruto one day. Hiruzen would quickly grab the Scroll of Seals, giving both jutsu to Deidara, and an additional jutsu. As Hiruzen showed Deidara to a baby Naruto, Deidara would raise Naruto up in his arms. Seeing this striking resemblance to his younger brother brought a tear to his eye as he smiled. Making his exit, he used a clay bird to do so. Deidara played the role of a parent incredibly well, with Naruto's first training beginning as soon as he was able to hold a blade. The blade Deidara got for Naruto was a Tanto blade, resembling that which the legendary Leaf Shinobi Shisui Uchiha once wielded. Or still wielded at this point in the story anyway. From 4 to 8 years old, Deidara had taught Naruto many things. but mainly how to access the wind chakra nature and properly control his chakra. He also, at this point, had near mastery over his kenjutsu skills. Deidara now felt that Naruto was ready to learn the flying Raijin jutsu, as he would teach Naruto the technique. Simultaneously, Naruto, a prodigy under Deidara's tutelage, began learning the Rasengan, two techniques that his father had created. Naruto growing up with his uncle Deidara meant that he heard all about what his father Minato Namikaze had accomplished in the ninja world. His run on sight order during the war, and his quick ascension to Hokage-ship. Under Deidara's guidance, Naruto's life was one of constant training and missions. The duo traveled across the lands, taking on various jobs, ranging from bodyguard duties to reconnaissance missions, all while avoiding detection from major villages. This not only sharpened Naruto's abilities, but also gave him a deep understanding of the ninja world's harsh realities. One evening, as they camped under the stars after a successful mission, Naruto practiced throwing kunai while Deidara watched with a smirk. "Oi, brat," Deidara called out, holding up one of Naruto's kunai. "You're still throwing like an amateur. Don't just aim for the target. Picture it as your enemy's weakest point, yeah?" Naruto wiped sweat from his brow and scowled. "I am aiming for the weak points. You're just too picky, Uncle Day." Deidara chuckled, tossing the kunai back to Naruto. Fine. Show me again. Prove me wrong, then." Naruto took a deep breath, centering himself. He then channeled chakra into the kunai before flinging it. The kunai sped through the air and struck a bullseye with such force that it embedded deeply into the wood. "See? Told ya," Naruto grinned, his spiky hair wild under the moonlight. Deidara ruffled Naruto's hair. "All right, you win this round. But don't let it get to your head, yeah? Overconfidence is a shortcut to an explosion, and not the fun kind." Naruto snickered. "You and your explosions. One day, I'll make one bigger than yours." Deidara's expression softened as he laughed. "Maybe you will, brat. Maybe you will." By the time Naruto turned 10, he had fully mastered the Rasengan, a feat that left Deidara both impressed and proud. One afternoon, while practicing the flying Raijin technique, Naruto stood panting in frustration. "Uncle Day, I don't get it. I marked the kunai, but I just can't teleport to it fast enough." "How fast was my dad able to do it? It had to have been faster than this, wasn't it?" Deidara sat on a boulder nearby, molding clay into a bird. "Well, if you are trying to compete with your father, that may never happen at your current pace. He was a complete master of the technique, even greater than the second Hokage who created it. One day, I'm sure you may be able to surpass both. But let's not aim for such things. And it's not about speed, kid. It's about focus. You can't just slap a seal on something and expect it to work. You have to feel the chakra, tether between you and the mark." Deidara would then make a thread with his clay. "Like a thread, you can pull yourself through, yeah?" Naruto nodded, closing his eyes and channeling his chakra. This time, when he threw the marked kunai, his body flickered, disappearing in an instant and reappearing beside the kunai as it embedded itself into the tree. Deidara smirked. "See, that's more like it. You might just be the spitting image of Minato after all." Naruto beamed with pride. "Thanks, Uncle Day. I told you I could do it." When Naruto was 11, Deidara received an unexpected visitor. A masked man claiming to represent the Akatsuki. They encountered him after completing a high-stakes mission in the Land of Water. "Deidara of Iwagakure," the man spoke in a cold, emotionless tone. "Your talent has not gone unnoticed. The Akatsuki would like to extend an invitation to you. Deidara narrowed his eyes, placing a protective hand on Naruto's shoulder. You think I'd just join some shady organization because you asked nicely? Really? The man chuckled, ignoring Deidara's hostility. You misunderstand. We don't ask. We give opportunities. The boy, he gestured to Naruto, is quite the talent, but he's still young, and the ninja world is far too dangerous. The Akatsuki could offer protection. Naruto grit his teeth, stepping forward. I don't need your protection. I have Uncle Day, and he's stronger than any of you. Deidara smirked, his chest swelling with pride for a moment at Naruto's words. You heard the kid. We don't need you. Now get lost before I blow you to smithereens. The man tilted his head, seemingly amused. Such arrogance. Very well. We'll meet again, Deidara. And next time, you won't refuse. With that, he vanished in a swirl of black flames. Later that night, as they sat by a campfire, Naruto looked up at his Uncle Day. Do you think they'll come after us, this Akatsuki group? Deidara poked at the fire with a stick. Some fish had been fried earlier, and he had just finished his skewer. You want some more fish, Naruto? Yeah, sure. I'm still famished. He handed Naruto another fish skewer as he prepared another one on the hot fire. Looking into it, his expression, like I said, was unusually serious. They might come after us. It seems that the Akatsuki don't take rejection lightly. But don't worry, kid. There's nothing I can't handle. Naruto nodded, though worry flickered in his eyes. I'll get stronger too, so I can protect you just like you protect me. Deidara smiled softly, ruffling Naruto's hair. You've already got your old man's heart. Just don't lose it, yeah? Now, Deidara and Naruto would be on a mission. They were traveling to the land of the mist. Whilst there, and after they had completed their mission with bright, shining colors, you could say, a vortex appeared in the air as they sat quietly eating some food by a campfire. Out from the vortex appeared the masked man of the Akatsuki. Deidara knew that this was going to be trouble as he rushed to his feet. What are you doing here? Didn't I tell you I don't want to join your shady organization? You did say that, didn't you, Deidara of Iwagakure? Oh, and stop saying that. Can't you see my forehead protector? I'm a rogue nin. Yes, all members of the Akatsuki are rogue ninja. Now, I ask you again, will you join the Akatsuki? Deidara shook his head in disapproval. Not gonna happen. Naruto, get ready. On it! Naruto rose to his feet alongside Deidara, as Deidara brandished his tongue hands. My. You're far more interesting up close than from what they say. You and those hands of yours, Deidara. Show me what you have to offer. Deidara began by creating a clay bomb, throwing it at Obito, who dodged. It hit a tree behind Obito, causing a gigantic explosion. Deidara would create a clay clone as he would tell Naruto to get them out of here. Naruto would disappear and reappear with Deidara at one of his marked kunai. It was nearby, but far enough that Obito had no way. Well, Obito disguised as Madara, who was disguised as the Masked Man and the Akatsuki. Anyways, doesn't know where they are. With that, Deidara devised a plan alongside Naruto. Listen, Naruto. Our opponent is strong. I'm going to try using a variety of clay attacks on him. If my explosions aren't good enough, that's when you'll come in. I'll provide an opening, one where you can mark Obito. You mean with the flying Raijin? Yes. Alright, and then what? And then you're gonna want to use something like your Rasengan. If everything goes as according to my plan, there should be a perfect opportunity for you to hit him dead on with the Rasengan technique. I have a feeling that we aren't able to hit the target normally. When I sent out my clay earlier, it wasn't as if my clay was just dodged. I would have noticed. He moved out of the way, yes, but I'm certain it hit him, or at least it should have. Instead, it was as if it phased through him. Phased? You mean he can't be hit? No. There has to be a way to hit him, but it would require another space-time ninjutsu, which is what I'm assuming he used to teleport here. When he came in that swirling vortex, it must be linked to some other space, just like your kunai are linked to your markings, and different locations off of that. I'd assume that for his, it's a singular location, although I can't be sure. Also, if you can't tell, this Deidara is obviously much more mature as he's much older, but he's also stronger, and through even just training Naruto, he's accumulated a great deal of strength. With that, he and Naruto would return as he realized that his clay clone had been defeated and exploded upon impact, with the masked man phasing through it once more, confirming Deidara's suspicion. Alright, are you ready to rumble? Oh, and before we begin, can I have a name? You want my name, Deidara? You can have it. My name is Madara Uchiha. The name Madara Uchiha sent a chill down Deidara's spine for a moment. No, that can't be possible. Madara died years ago. Before I was even born, perhaps. Well, he stands right before you. So I suppose what you heard is inaccurate. Deidara scoffed. Well, let's see, Madara. Let's see if you can survive. Deidara clasped his hands together. Now, explosive clay minions. Deidara would launch his explosive clay minions, as then he would use explosive landmines as well. And now, clay clone. Now, suicide bombing clay clone. Now, C2 explosion. With that, an onslaught of techniques were sent his way. Obito began to phase through them. That was when Deidara put his hands together once more. Now, barrier bomb. Deidara creates a mask of clay over the area, surrounding both himself and Obito. Now, hiding in a mole, hiding like a mole in the ground jutsu. Deidara would jump into the ground, protecting himself from the explosive onslaught. When the barrier had finally come down, that was the signal to Naruto to strike. Naruto, realizing that the barrier was down, would throw one of his flying Raijin kunai towards Obito, or the masked man pretending to be Madara, as he ran towards Madara. Madara was surprised to see the kunai, as Naruto knew that whoever struck first would be the victor. Right before Obito could land a counterattack on Naruto or Deidara, as he got just a few centimeters away from attacking Naruto, Naruto would use his kunai to teleport and activate a Rasengan, slamming it down as Obito's body was made physical, trying to attack. He then slammed his Rasengan into Madara, as Madara fell to the ground writhing in pain from the impact of the Rasengan. Naruto and Deidara smirked. Better luck next time, Madara. I wouldn't get ahead of yourself, Deidara. Madara, whose hand was nearly falling off now due to the impact of the attack, used a legendary forbidden technique of the Uchiha clan. And with that, he used the Kamui ability on Naruto. Naruto quickly disappeared to one of his kunai markings, appearing back and trying to attack Obito once more. But it was to no use, as he then decided to create space between him and Madara. Damn it. Uncle Day, hitting this guy is impossible. No, don't say that. You already hit him, and you injured him pretty bad. We have the advantage right now. Don't forget that. Oh, is that so? You believe that you have the advantage here, is that it? I would like to change things then. I see no reason why Obito would not have strong enough genjutsu to control this level's Naruto, as he would place Naruto in a genjutsu. Having Naruto now placed in a genjutsu put Deidara in a daunting situation. He could retreat and risk Obito just following him, or he could stay and fight. As he fought Obito, he realized just how outmatched he was. He basically wasn't even able to hit him without Naruto's help. It was near impossible, and he never managed it once. He could keep him on the defensive, but that's about as far as it went. Ugh, god damn it. What do I do? Deidara thought to himself. As Naruto lay on the ground, he awoke in his own subconscious. Where am I? He thought to himself. Then, in front of him, he saw the Kyuubi. Oh, Naruto said to himself. You're the beast that my father sealed inside of me, right? Shut up, human. The Kyuubi responded. Don't get the wrong idea. But at least you I don't despise. That man out there. I'm going to give you my power. Defeat him! Naruto's body began to bubble with chakra as he was broken out of the genjutsu by Kurama, who, of course, hated Madara / Obito much more than he hated Naruto. Offering his power, Naruto slowly rose to his feet. Obito, recognizing that Naruto was now accessing the Nine-Tails chakra, quickly dodged Naruto's pursuit, pulling out his seal and slapping it on his forehead. Deidara's last line of hope just disappeared. If he wanted to save both he and Naruto, he would have to make a quick retreat. But would that even be possible? Damn it. Then you want it. Madara spoke before Deidara could get lost in his thoughts. Now, I'm not one to judge, but it looks like you're out of options here, Deidara. Out of options? What do you mean? Well, there's only a number of things that you could do from your position. Am I wrong? You could choose to retreat, but I would follow you. You could choose to fight, but you'd most likely risk Naruto dying or yourself. Should I name any more? Deidara grit his teeth. What exactly are you proposing? I say that you join the Akatsuki in exchange for Naruto's life. I can't do it. Why? Do you need more time to consider? I need at least a year. How about that? Well, although that's not most ideal, a year is fine, I suppose. I'll be waiting on you. Where can I expect to meet you? You can meet me at the gates of Konoha. Very well. Madara would then disappear using the Kamui. Deidara let out a relief, or rather a sigh of relief, as he looked to Naruto's unconscious body, picking him up and taking him on a clay bird. They flew eastward, eventually setting up camp for the night, far away from any pursuers. By the time Naruto woke up, Deidara began explaining what happened. He then explained that he agreed to join the Akatsuki. Naruto said it was BS and that he didn't have to. But Deidara said that it's nice to work with people every once in a while, and that he could create more art if he had a group that was able to protect him. With mastery over the Rasengan now, by the time Naruto turned 12, he was a force to be reckoned with. Not only that, but the Flying Raijin 2 and his Tonto, he was a true prodigy. The day he returned to Konoha was bittersweet. As they approached the village gates, Deidara looked down at his nephew. You ready for this, brat? They're gonna expect a lot from you. Naruto grinned confidently. I've had the best teacher. I'm definitely ready. Don't go getting soft on me, yeah? If they try to change you too much, you know where to find me. And besides, I have one of your trusty kunai, Deidara said, waving it in the air. Naruto nodded, tears welling in his eyes. Thanks, Uncle Day, for everything. Oh, and don't forget the Ryo. That's $1 million right there for you. Naruto could barely hold the bag as he wondered where Deidara and how Deidara could even carry such a thing. It's the money that we've collected over the years. I don't need it. My art sells enough. With that, Deidara flew off on his clay bird, leaving Naruto. But before doing so, he pulled Naruto in for a rare hug. Take care of yourself, Naruto. And remember, you're not just the Force legacy. You're my legacy too, meaning that I'll protect you with my life always. Remember. With that, Deidara flew off on his clay bird, like I said. The The gates of Konoha loomed tall as Naruto, now 12 and brimming with confidence, walked through them for the first time since he left as an infant. He wore a modified version of the standard ninja attire, with hints of Iwagakure-inspired design, courtesy of Deidara's influence. Strapped to his back was a Tonto blade, and his hidden leaf forehead protector rested snugly around his neck, a condition of his upbringing outside the village. Naruto had just completed his meeting with the third Hokage, where Hiruzen marveled at how much Naruto resembled his father now. Hiruzen decided to place Naruto directly on a squad due to his prodigious skill. And experience working alongside Deidara on missions. However, assembling a team would take time. One of the Genin squads had recently suffered a failure during the bell test, leaving an open spot. A few days later, Naruto arrived at the academy training grounds, where he met his new squad. Team 7 stood awkwardly together as Kakashi lazily flipped through his book. Sakura Haruno smiled at the new addition to their team, while Sasuke Uchiha studied Naruto with a mix of curiosity and skepticism. "So you're the new guy, huh?" Sasuke said with a smirk. "Let me guess, you think you're strong." Naruto grinned, rubbing the back of his head. "I don't think. I know." Sakura huffed. "Another cocky one. Great." Kakashi finally looked up from his book. "All right, enough. Naruto, I've already read your file, and the Hokage says you're talented, so you'll need to prove yourself. Today, we'll be running a quick mission to test your teamwork." Naruto crossed his arms. "Teamwork, huh? I guess I can carry you guys if you need help." Sasuke scoffed. "We'll see about that." The team was tasked with recovering a stolen scroll from a group of rogue ninja operating on the outskirts of Konoha. Now, you guys may be wondering, why aren't they doing the bell test? As I explained, there was a bell test failure. Kakashi ran the bell test with the ninja that was Naruto's stand-in, known as Tara, and Tara did not want to work with Sasuke or Sakura. Sasuke and Sakura devised a plan to work together and grab the bells, with Tara just trying to do everything alone. Kakashi ended up sending Tara back to the academy, whilst the others, Sasuke and Sakura, remained. Now, as I said, the team was tasked with recovering a stolen scroll from a group of rogue ninja operating on the outskirts of Konoha. While the mission was labeled D rank, Kakashi suspected that the thieves were more skilled than initially reported. As the team tracked their targets, Kakashi observed Naruto closely. To his surprise, Naruto displayed an incredible sense of awareness, picking up on subtle tracks and setting up strategic positions for the team to ambush the rogues. When they finally encountered the thieves, Sasuke rushed in headstrong, only for Naruto to intervene using the flying Raijin to teleport ahead of him and disarm one of the rogues with a swift strike of his Tonto blade. "What the? How did you do that?" Sasuke demanded, watching Naruto effortlessly incapacitate one of the enemies. "Trade secret," Naruto said, smirking. Sakura, meanwhile, was amazed by how seamlessly Naruto coordinated their movements. "He's good," she muttered to herself. The mission ended with all targets subdued, and Kakashi acknowledged Naruto's skills. "You're not bad," Kakashi said nonchalantly, though inwardly he was impressed. "But you still need to learn how to rely on your teammates more." Naruto smirked but nodded. "Got it, Kakashi-sensei." To properly integrate Naruto into the team, Kakashi insisted on redoing the bell test. "Wait, why do we have to do this again?" Sakura asked. "Because I need to see how well Naruto can work with you," Kakashi replied, tying the bells to his belt. The test began and Naruto immediately devised a strategy. Using his flying Raijin and shadow clones, he coordinated with Sasuke to create an opening for Sakura to grab one of the bells. "Work smarter, not harder," Naruto teased as Sakura triumphantly held up her bell. Sasuke, determined not to be shown up, used his fireball jutsu to corner Kakashi, allowing Naruto to teleport in and grab the second bell. Kakashi stood dumbfounded, his book forgotten. You actually work together. I'm impressed. Sasuke frowned, looking at Naruto. You're not bad. But don't think you're better than me. Naruto chuckled. I don't think. I know. When the Chunin exams were announced, Team 7 eagerly signed up. Yes, there is no Land of Waves in this timeline. They go on the Rogue mission instead of the Land of Waves mission. When the Chunin exams were announced, Team 7 eagerly signed up. Naruto, eager to prove himself, was especially thrilled at the idea of facing powerful opponents. On the second day of the Forest of Death, Naruto's experience quickly became apparent. While Sasuke and Sakura were on edge, Naruto always maintained his composure, setting traps and using his flying Raijin to quickly dispatch minor threats. The trio faced their first real challenge anyway, when a team of rain ninja ambushed them. Naruto immediately recognized their movements and instructed Sasuke and Sakura to follow his lead. They're trying to separate us, Naruto said. Stick together and let me handle the leader. Naruto engaged the Rain Ninja's captain in a fierce battle, expertly using the Rasengan to destroy the enemy's defenses. Meanwhile, Sasuke used his Sharingan to take out one of the subordinates, while Sakura supported with well-timed kunai throws. After the fight, Sasuke approached Naruto. That move, the Rasengan you called it? Where did you learn it? Naruto hesitated but decided to be honest. It was my dad's technique. My uncle Deidara taught it to me. Sasuke's eyes widened. Your dad? Wait, who are you? Naruto smirked. You'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. Later in the Forest of Death, Team 7 encountered Orochimaru disguised as a grass ninja. Naruto's instincts immediately flared. This guy's no ordinary ninja, he said, stepping forward. Orochimaru smirked. Interesting. So you're the infamous child of Deidara and Minato. I've heard stories. Naruto clenched his fist, readying the Rasengan. It seems he had made a name for himself. If you know who I am, then you should know you're not leaving here alive. The battle was intense, with Naruto using a combination of flying Raijin and Rasengan to keep Orochimaru on his toes. Sasuke, still shaken from the mere presence of Orochimaru's immense power, froze briefly. But Naruto's unwavering determination inspired him to fight back as well. Eventually, Orochimaru managed to place the curse mark on Sasuke before retreating, but not before Naruto landed a direct hit with the Rasengan, forcing Orochimaru to flee. As they regrouped, Sakura tended to Sasuke's wounds, while Naruto kept watch. We're not out of this yet, Naruto said. Stick together and I'm certain we'll make it through. Team 7 eventually reached the tower, exhausted but alive. Naruto's leadership and combat skills had proven invaluable to the team's success, and even Sasuke begrudgingly admitted so. You're not as useless as I thought, Naruto. Naruto grinned. Thanks, Sasuke. That almost sounded like a compliment from you. As the team prepared for the next phase of the exam, Naruto couldn't shake the feeling that Orochimaru's presence would have lasting consequences. Whatever happens next, Naruto thought, I'll protect my team no matter what. After surviving the Forest of Death, Team 7 reached the tower and discovered that only a handful of teams had made it. The third Hokage announced that preliminary matches would determine who advanced to the final round of the Chunin exams. Naruto leaned against the wall, his eyes scanning the other competitors. He noticed Gaara standing silently, his eerie calmness unsettling. Something's off about that guy, Naruto muttered to Sasuke. Sasuke nodded. Yeah, he looks strong. Watch yourself if you go up against him. The preliminaries began and Naruto's match was against Kiba Inuzuka. Kiba smirked confidently. Naruto, huh? Let's see if you're as good as the people say. Naruto grinned. Oh, I'm probably better. The fight started with Kiba and Akamaru rushing in, their speed and coordination quite impressive. But Naruto's training with Deidara and his sharp reflexes allowed him to dodge with ease. Too slow, Naruto taunted, disappearing with the flying Raijin and reappearing behind Kiba. Before Kiba could react, Naruto used a perfectly timed Rasengan, sending him crashing into the wall. The crowd was stunned by the ease with which Naruto handled the fight, and many jonin in the stands watching thought that Naruto reminded them of a certain someone. Naruto advanced to the finals where he would face Neji Hyuga, a prodigy of the Hyuga clan. Sasuke was set to face Gaara, and the tension between the competitors was written in the air. During the month-long training period, Naruto worked tirelessly under the guidance of Jiraiya, who taught him how to improve his chakra control and utilize more advanced techniques. Jiraiya also pushed Naruto to further refine his Rasengan and integrate his wind nature chakra into his attacks. "You've got the raw talent, kid," Jiraiya said, watching Naruto train. "Now it's time to sharpen it." He also taught Naruto the summoning jutsu at this time. The day of the finals arrived and the stadium was packed with spectators, eager to see the battles. Naruto stood across from Neji, his expression serious. "You're nothing," Neji said coldly. "Fate has already decided the outcome of this match." Naruto clenched his fist. "You think I care about fate? I'll make my own path." The fight began with Neji activating his Byakugan and immediately going on the offensive. His gentle fist strikes were precise, but Naruto used his incredible agility and flying Raijin to stay out of range from him. "You can't keep dodging forever," Neji said, smirking. Naruto created a dozen shadow clones, each charging at Neji from different angles. Neji spun rapidly, releasing a burst of chakra with his 8 trigrams palm rotation, dispelling the shadow clones. As the dust settled, the real Naruto emerged from behind Neji, his Rasengan glowing brightly. He slammed the attack into Neji's back, sending him flying across the arena. "You talk a lot about fate," Naruto said, standing over Neji, "but the only thing that decides my future is me." Before Sasuke's match against Gaara could begin, the stadium was suddenly thrown into chaos as Orochimaru's forces launched their attack. The barrier, trapping the third Hokage and Orochimaru, went up, and shinobi from the Sand and Sound villages began their assault. Gaara, accompanied by Kankuro and Temari, fled the stadium. Sasuke immediately gave chase, and Naruto, determined to help his teammate, followed, with Sakura and Shikamaru. The pursuit led them deep into the forest where Gaara finally stopped, his body partially transformed into the beast Shukaku. Sasuke had already engaged him, but his attacks barely made a dent. Naruto arrived just as Sasuke was knocked back, panting and clutching his shoulder. "Stay out of this, Naruto," Sasuke growled. "He's mine." Naruto ignored him, stepping forward. "You're in no shape to fight. And besides, me and this guy have a lot in common, so I'm gonna be the one to handle it." "What do you have in common with that monster?" Sasuke said to himself. Gaara's eyes locked onto Naruto's, his voice filled with malice. "You think you can stop me? I'll crush you. All of you." Naruto smirked, his body radiating chakra now. "You can try," Gaara roared, unleashing a wave of sand that surged towards Naruto. But Naruto teleported above him, hurling kunai marked with his flying Raijin seal. He reappeared in quick succession, slamming Rasengans into Naruto's body into Gaara's body from multiple angles. Gaara howled in pain as his sand shield began to crack. "Impossible. How can you keep up with me?" Naruto landed a few feet away, panting slightly. "You're not the only one with a monster inside you." Enraged, Gaara fully transformed into the beast Shukaku, towering over Naruto with his massive sand body. Sasuke gasped. "Naruto, you can't fight that." Naruto grinned, unsealing a scroll from his pouch. Watch me. He then released the scroll, biting down on his finger and slamming down upon it. He summoned Gamabunta, who immediately understood the gravity of the situation. Kid, you're really making me work today, the giant toad grumbled. Just keep him busy, Naruto said, leaping onto Gamabunta's head. The battle escalated as Gamabunta clashed with Shukaku, their attacks shaking the forest. Naruto focused his chakra, creating dozens of shadow clones that climbed Shukaku's body. Each arrived with explosive tags. As the tags detonated, Shukaku roared in fury, giving Naruto the opening he needed. He charged forward using Flying Raijin to teleport directly to Gaara's position. You're done, Naruto yelled, slamming a Rasengan into Gaara's torso. The impact disrupted Shukaku's transformation, and Gaara fell to the ground, his body reverting to normal. Naruto landed next to him, breathing heavily. Gaara stared at him in disbelief. Why didn't you kill me? Naruto extended his hand, his expression softening. Because I know what it's like to be alone, and you don't have to, Gaara. You can change. Gaara's eyes widened as Naruto's words sank in for the first time. He actually felt something other than hatred and anger. He felt hope. The battle ended with Konoha's forces successfully repelling the invasion. Gaara, Kankuro, and Temari returned to the Sand Village. Their perception of Konoha changed forever. As Naruto stood among the wreckage, he couldn't help but shed a smile. One step closer to becoming Hokage, he said to himself. Now, some of you may be wondering, what's going on with Hiruzen Sarutobi? In this timeline, we're going to say that Orochimaru, severely injured by Naruto, with a weak host body anyway, would be defeated by Hiruzen and forced to retreat alongside the Sound Five. Meaning that Hiruzen never dies in this timeline, at least not at this point anyway. With that being said, this is the end of What If Deidara Raised Naruto, at least part 1. Hope you guys all enjoyed. If you're watching this in the movie format, then it will just continue, I'm sure. But with that being said, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button to the YouTube for the next videos, or just anime content in general. Comment down below your thoughts and feelings about the What If, as well as what if suggestions that you may have, so that I can keep making these videos for you guys. Become a member of the channel to support the channel. Check out the affiliate links in the description down below. And with that being said, this has been RamiX, and RamiX out.